Hey, beautiful souls. I hope all is well. Hope you all are doing well. I wanted to take some time to talk about facing your shadow side when triggered. Because a lot of times during your healing journey, you know, sometimes you may think that you've dealt with some things. And truly, when it come up again, it triggers you because you really haven't faced those things that ends up triggering you when it comes to the aspect of your shadow side. Now, I want to talk about when it comes to facing, trauma, facing the things that you thought that you could run away from, or, facing the parts of you that you don't want to deal with, facing the parts of you that you don't want to reflect upon because it might make you feel uncomfortable. But the truth of the matter is, when it comes to healing and facing you, it's always going to be uncomfortable in the beginning. Now, I know a lot of you probably have watched Pretty Woman. I watched that movie 1,000 times and I can watch it 1,000 times more, over and over. But I was watching it again yesterday. And as you all know, Pretty Woman, Vivian was a hooker. A hooker that didn't see her life as being so chained down to the streets. Her whole life. She had dreams, she had hopes, she had ambition. But she had gone through a time of struggle where she had to do what she needed to do to survive. Like a lot of us, having to do what we have to do to survive. Whether it be moral or not, or ethically right or unethically wrong. However, so Vivian, prostituting, but she get this chance at life once she meets someone that changes her whole perspective on life, making her realize that it is so much more out here. Now her shadow side, she haven't dealt with it. She haven't faced the things that she was running from. So she meets the guy and they end up linking up. She goes to the hotel with him and they talk and, they have intimacy and they learn a lot of aspects about each other. So as she became a catalyst for him, he became a catalyst for her. And so, long story short, once she realized, okay, here I go meeting this person, and this person is showing me that I can have so much more in life. So then, moving on to the next story plot, they go to a gathering, and this persistent, pesty lawyer friend of Richard Gere, he wants to know what's up with Vivian and who she is, what she do, and what she do for work and all this and that. And so Richard Gere explained to him, although he didn't want to be vulnerable to explain to his friend and slash associate what type of job she was into, he ended up doing so. And so by doing so, he ended up kind of betraying Vivian and making her feel like, okay, I can't even trust you as me thinking my perspective of you being a stand-up guy. So the guy goes up to Vivian and say, oh, well, yeah, Edward told me, what you do for a living, maybe we can hook up. So, long story short, Vivian at that moment had to face her shadow side. Okay, yeah, in this moment, this temporary moment, you feel like everything. You feel a little free from what had burdened you. You feel a little free from what you have ran from. But you, truly, in that moment, she had to face her demons. She had to face her reality. That triggered her. That triggered her. And it made her angry with Edward for saying so and making her go back to realize, okay, yeah, I am a prostitute. Yeah, I do sell my body for sex. But that is not who I am overall. Prostitution did not define me. So I say this to say, when you're triggered with the aspects of your shadow side that you have not faced, those are the moments that you have to reflect and realize those things. That even though those things are a part of you, that doesn't have to define who you are. You just have to face those parts of you and heal and grow and evolve from that. So I say this to say, when you are in fact triggered by either something somebody said to you, something somebody spoke about, something somebody did to you, and it made you feel out of place, and it made you feel uncomfortable, and it made you feel insecure, those are indeed the shadow parts of yourself that you have to face and heal from. Because if anybody can say something, anybody can do something to you to make you feel triggered and make you feel uncomfortable, there's always some things within you haven't really brought up to the surface to face and deal with. So, healing is going to be uncomfortable for you. But it's a necessity, it's essential for the path of evolution. When you want better for yourself wholeheartedly, when you want a better life, when you want to become a better you, it's important to face that aspect of yourself and walk in your truth. So a lot of times, if you aren't triggered and you feel offended and you feel like, okay, I don't like the way this is making me feel, but I'm not going to show that I'm triggered. Well, that's not healthy. That is something that you have to face. That is something that you have to talk about. Even if you have to have those talks with yourself. Because we all have to. In order for us to stay sane, in order for us to be healthy, mind, body, spirit, you have to face your face. And you have to accept all aspects of yourself. Even if you're not that person you was 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. A lot of things that might come up and make you rethink about, okay, maybe I shouldn't have been this person. But no, in fact, you were that person in your past because it shaped you within this future, in this present moment that you live. The only lies that you will tell yourself is, oh, that wasn't me. The lies you tell yourself is, oh, I'm not worthy. The lies that you tell yourself is, oh, I'm not going to accept those parts of me because that don't belong to me. It don't define you, but it was once a part of you. So you have to face all aspects of you. So back to Vivian. They now have got back to the hotel from that event. She had to face that internally, but she also had to let Edward know and understand. I am still a human being no matter what my line of work is. That doesn't define me. Don't you dare disrespect me because of my past and because of the things that have helped me survive these streets. We come from 2 different lives. Don't dare judge me. So I say this to say, if you are amongst people that are judging you because of your past, they should take a look in the mirror as well. Because obviously it is something within you that is triggering them that they need to face. So don't let no one make you feel guilty for your past mistakes or anything you've done in your past that was wrong. But most importantly, you must take accountability for the things that you've done, even if they come back to trigger you and help you understand where you've gone wrong and how you can grow, heal, and evolve from that. So triggering, it may be a little itch of anger, a little itch of being upset, but it is worth it because it makes you reflect. It helps you understand who you are as a human being wholeheartedly. It helps you understand, okay, I feel this for a reason. Yet I may not be comfortable, but I am uncomfortable for a reason because it is letting me know that some things in my life need to change. And I have to change them. No one can change them for myself, for me. I have to change them for myself. No one can do this job. No one can do this work on me but me. So I have to see this through, no matter how much I'm triggered. And each time I am triggered, I must face all of these things that are triggering me. We have to be real with ourselves in order to also walk in our truth. So if you are triggered, look yourself in the mirror and think and ask yourself why. Because we're all are in this vibrational frequency of reflection, of healing and learning ourselves again. And there is always going to be something that we're going to heal from. No matter if it's from the past, no matter if it's in the present, you're going to be healing from something. And it's okay to allow yourself to be vulnerable to understand that about you. So understand, although Vivian was triggered in that moment, she understood that there is a bigger purpose for her and she's going to go after it. No matter how much she was broken, no matter what lifestyle she was living in that moment, she had a bigger purpose on her life. She had goals, she had aspirations, she had dreams. She just didn't know when and how she was going to make it. But God always send us synchronicities, send us people, send us words, send us signs. Through all the things that we go through, even when it comes to music, when it comes to having a conversation with someone, when it comes to walking past someone, they say something. God is always speaking to us in different ways. So we just have to pay attention and listen. So when you are triggered, just understand this. You have to face and accept those aspects of yourself and heal from it. Peace and love.